everyone, and welcome to another episode of Automotive Carnage. Today we're getting the Nissan Cedric started on its journey down to Perth to go get restored. So as you can see, we have a lovely mint green car trailer. Dad found this thing down the back of an old industrial lot, and we ended up paying $300 for it. Put a bit of time in, made a new mud guard, fixed a few other bits and pieces, and now she's good to go. So we just found out the winch is completely useless. It's not mounted very strong at all. So we have a Bobcat over there, or a Chinese copy of one, and we'll use that to push the Cedric up onto the trailer. So that's going to be interesting. I did feel that last push, it started sliding to the left. So let's see if I can pick it up. Saturday, think that thing getting it off, eh? Pull it rear into a tree and drive away. Yeah, it's way up on the guardrail. Yeah, but the back wheels on the trailer. Yeah, they're off the racks. They're just on the rack. Look good. Apparently that timber was holding it up. So, small little mishap. We've popped the tyre on the Bobcat to start with. It's come off the bead, and the whole car's just shifted backwards and fallen off the trailer. So mixed results on that. We got the car up, the trailer's nowhere near big enough for this big wagon. We've caused a bit more damage to the rear end, which sucks, because it's the rear end of this car that makes it unique and a bit hard to find parts for, so that's a shame. But yeah, unfortunately the winch we had on this thing, it's just useless. So at the moment there's too much weight on the rear, it wants to slide off the back. So we're just going to strop it down, hopefully hold it in place, and then we can tie it off properly. Get the Bobcat out of the way. Okay, so here we go, the start of the big journey down to Perth. So for me it's about 1,000 kilometers, and the whole way we have to tow this beast down on an unproven trailer. Now the last day or two I've been driving the car around with the trailer attached and the car on the trailer, and this hub here completely disintegrated on us. All the studs fell out, came loose, and the wheels like flop, 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 flop. Real dangerous. So really glad that happened before we left. Because if that happens, you know, on the road, we would have been absolutely stopped and see you later trip. So, how do you fix hub in the bush when your studs come loose? Well, you just weld the suckers, because you ain't got no parts to fix it with. So we're definitely going to buy new hubs for this trailer. But besides that, it's been good. It's loaded, it's strapped down. Yeah, pretty much cue the time lapse and the 1,000 kilometer montage. See you on the other side. that's enough. You get the idea. It's 1,000 kilometers. It's a boring trip. I'm not going to bore you anymore because we've made it home to a place that's affectionately called the Boneyard. And this car gets a pride of place right in the shed next to, I hope it's got a V8 in it with the Lexus badge.
Oh, no.
No, just showing off, eh? Okay. But anyway, we're going to jack the front trailer up, let gravity take the car off for us because I ain't pushing anything. And hopefully we'll not break anything any more than it's already broken.
Let's get that on the wheel.
Well, I guess it's down.
Do you want to move the trailer forward?
We broke the shed. We broke his mate's custom ordered shed all the way from Queensland. Sorry. Luckily, it has been repaired and it's all working fine now. And the car has been delivered safely. So, it's now resting up in its new home in a private place undercover there. And has already received a lot of love and attention. So, it has gone to a great home. Now, speaking of which, this would be a pretty boring video if we just showed you a trip to Perth, which is not really that interesting. So, to add to it, let me show you around the collection of Chris's vehicles that he's already restored and is currently in the process of being restored. These cars are mint. So the first two here are really awesome. We've got a 64 Prince Ute. This thing, there's only about 100 and so of these actually came to Australia. Very rare. This one was found on the back of a farm and it's definitely had a farm use. Bit of love to it. It's currently sitting on a Datsun 720 chassis, which is why it has a beautiful stance there, which you can't quite see with the bluebird in the way. But yeah, that's a wonderful thing. That's in the to be done pile. Next to it we have a 63 Bluebird. Again, another really unique and rare vehicle here in Australia. This one's road legal. He drives it as much as he can. Pretty much just based on a bunch of old Austin gear, but in beautiful condition. I mean, it actually runs and drives people, so we get to enjoy it on the roads, which is what we're all about. There's the back end of the Prince on the 720. I think my favourite feature of this Bluebird's got to be the interior. Red carpet, cowhide trim. I mean, she's just an honest old car. And he's only the 4th owner. 63 and only 4 owners of this vehicle. So it's definitely been well loved by each owner. So this one would be, I guess you can consider it the work hack of the fleet. 66 Toyota Crown, being fully restored by the man himself. And I'll see if I can find some pictures of this thing before when he started. It was just an absolute rust bucket of a thing. And yeah, now it's back on the road and being enjoyed as a bit of a work hack. It's great. It's just, this is what I love, you guys. You know, we find these cars in the bush and then we can pass them on to people like this who can then restore them and make some use of them and have them for future generations to enjoy. And then this is something a bit cool. Datsun 180B 1974. And this thing again is just restored to a condition where we can use it. It can be driven. He drives it to work every day at the moment. 5-speed manual conversion in there as well. It was a factory automatic. And you know, beautiful wheels on there. Nice stance. One's got a bit lower though, I think. I think we can go lower on that. Definitely worth it. It's just great to be able to see these cars drive down the road again. And it gives a bit of life to all the blooming Toyota Camrys and Nissan boring modern stuff that you see nowadays. But let's move through all the junk here. Well, we say junk, but old Japanese collectible engines and L28 engine there. We've got some crown bumpers down the back. We've got all our different kinds of grills up here. Really great sort of setup in here. So then we move on to the current projects, and the first one we have here is a 1974, I think it was, Datsun 240Z. Now this thing is awesome. 3-digit VIN, so one of the very early ones, not quite a series one, but still early in the production run. It's got a fiberglass G nose on there, so this thing's going to be rebuilt to be a Nissan ZG. Yeah, most of it's there. It's just got a bit of work to go. See, we've still got plenty of rust, as you expect in a vehicle this old. All the interior pieces are lying around here somewhere. We've got a new roof that needs to be stitched on and what have you. But man, imagine finding one of these in the bush, guys. That would be awesome. All the dash in there. It's just great. And again, it's going to be restored just like the other ones. Not concourse condition, but get it to a point where we can drive it and he can enjoy it on the road just like these ones. Next to it, a real oddity, a 64 Datsun Roadster. That's the 2-litre that will be going into it. A lot of previous bog work and butchery's gone on here, so taking a bit longer than anticipated, like all good project cars. But again, something else to be restored and enjoyed for years to come. It's just great. I've actually never seen one of these in the flesh, so I was really chuffed to see this one. And it's so tiny. It really is. They're quite long, but the width, I would say a Mini would almost be wider. Just a great little car. Full chassis as well, not a unibody construction or anything. Really unique. Not many of these left around here in Australia. Got some brake cooker wheels on there at the moment. This one's probably going to end up a little red colour as well, which will look absolutely sporting and amazing. So yeah, just a quick collection of what's in Chris's shed here, and it's all really great products. It's really great stuff, good craftsmanship, considering he does all of it here in the shed by himself. It's fantastic. So thank you very much again for watching, and thank you, Chris, for taking on the Cedric, and no doubt we'll be seeing some updates probably in a few months, I would say, by the time we get through these. So no, thank you very much again for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.